Have you ever been told to just try harder? I mean, we all have, right? But what if trying harder isn't the answer? What if you're already trying as hard as you can? Well, in this explainer, we're going to talk about a much better way to get things done, especially on those days when your motivation just isn't there. Oh, it is the most frustrating feeling in the world. You're putting in the work, you're putting in the hours, but you're just not seeing the progress. It feels like you're stuck. But the good news is, you're not actually stuck. There's a way off this hamster wheel, and it starts with one really simple idea.
And that's it, right there. Just pushing hard without a clear direction, well, that's not a strategy. It's just a recipe for burnout. It's like having a boat with a powerful engine, but no rudder. You'll burn a lot of fuel, but you'll just end up going in circles. So we need to build a rudder.
Okay, so this is where it all starts to click. We're going to talk about a concept that honestly can change how you do just about everything. We're talking about systems. And once you get this, you'll see a path forward for pretty much any goal you have.
So what even is a system? Let's keep it simple. A system is just a recipe. It's a series of steps that you decide on ahead of time that you do on purpose to get a result you can count on. It's about being intentional, not just hopeful.
Let's look at a super simple example, the morning routine. If your morning is total chaos, you're not unlucky. You just have a system that's producing chaos. But look at this one. Each step is simple, right? But together, they create a predictable result, a less stressful morning. That's a system doing its job.
Now you might be thinking, hold on, isn't that just a habit? And that's a great question, because they seem really similar. But there's a small difference between them that makes a huge difference in the results you get.
So here's the deal. A habit is kind of what happens to you. It's a path you've walked so many times you just do it on autopilot. A system, on the other hand, is something you build. It's a process you intentionally design to get you exactly where you want to go. One is automatic, the other is architectural.
I love this idea. Habits happen, systems are built. It just puts the power right back in your hands. You don't have to just wait for good habits to form. You can be the engineer. You can build the process that gets you the life you want.
Okay, now we get to the real secret weapon. This is why people who seem to have it all together aren't actually superheroes with unlimited willpower. Nope, they just understand this one key principle.
I mean, think about it. We've all been there. You get a sudden burst of motivation, you feel like you can conquer the world, and then you wake up the next day and it's just gone. Poof. So if your whole plan relies on feeling motivated, what do you do when you don't?
Because willpower isn't reliable. It's fickle. It depends on how much sleep you got, what your friends said, if you're feeling stressed. It changes from day to day, even hour to hour. A system doesn't care if you're having a bad day. It's just there, ready to guide you.
And this just nails it. Look at the difference. Student A is on a roller coaster, completely dependent on their mood. Their results are going to be all over the place. But student B, they have a simple plan. 20 minutes, after dinner, that's it. And because of that simple system, their progress is steady and predictable. It just works.
All right, time to turn the spotlight on you. Here's the thing you have to realize. You already have systems for everything in your life. The only question is whether they're systems you chose on purpose or ones that just kind of happened by accident. Let's find out.
So, let's get real for a second. What actually happens from the moment your alarm goes off until you get to school? Maybe it's hitting snooze 3 times, scrolling on your phone for 10 minutes, then a mad dash out the door. No judgment. Just notice what the current system is. If you have a notebook handy, this is a perfect time to just pause and write it down. Step by step, what really happens in the morning. Okay, next up, homework. This is a big one. When you say, I'm going to do my homework, what's the actual system that kicks in? Does it involve opening your book? Or does it involve opening your book, then your phone, then 3 different apps, and suddenly an hour has passed?
Same deal. Let's get it down on paper. Write out the real, true sequence of events for your homework system.
And last but not least, the end of the day. What's your system for winding down and going to sleep? For a lot of us, the system is scrolling on our phones in bed until our eyes get heavy. That's a system, it's just maybe not the one we design on purpose. So here's the big realization. Your results in life aren't random. They're the product of your systems. Some of those systems are helping you, and some of them are holding you back. But the amazing news is, you can change them. You are the designer. Okay, now for the really fun part. We're not just going to notice this stuff. We're going to do something about it. It's time to become the architect of your own systems and make your first small improvement. But listen, this is super important. The goal is not to change your entire life overnight.
That's how you get overwhelmed and quit. The goal is simply to find one small thing, one tiny little piece of one of your systems, and make it just a little bit better.
And let's circle right back to our definition. A system is something you design on purpose. This means if your current system isn't working, you have full permission to redesign it. You're in charge here.
So I'm going to leave you with this one simple challenge. Just pick one thing. What is one tiny upgrade you can make to one of your systems this week? Maybe you pack your backpack the night before. Maybe you put your phone on a charger across the room before bed. Pick one small thing. Try it out and just see what happens. Because that's how real change starts, not with a burst of motivation, but with one tiny, intentional upgrade.